A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a landmark decision on Thursday, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled in favor of President Donald Trump, allowing him to fire members of the National Labor Relations Board, NLRB, and the Merit Systems Protection Board, MSPB, without cause. The 6-3 ruling marks a significant expansion of presidential authority over independent government agencies, a move that has sparked considerable debate among legal experts and political analysts alike. The ruling overturns previous lower court decisions that had sought to protect these agency heads from arbitrary dismissal. The case centers around Trump's controversial firings of Gwen Wilcox, a member of the NLRB, and Kathy Harris, chairwoman of the MSPB, both of whom were appointed by President Biden. The Supreme Court's majority opinion stated that the Constitution vests the executive power in the president, thereby granting him the authority to remove executive officers acting on his behalf. The court emphasized that denying Trump the right to dismiss Biden-appointed officials would pose a greater risk of harm to the executive branch than allowing those officials to continue in their roles. This decision has its roots in the historical case of Humphrey's executor, which established certain protections for independent agency members. However, the current ruling carves out specific exemptions, particularly for the Federal Reserve, indicating that while Trump can remove labor board members, the independence of the Fed is to be maintained. This distinction has raised concerns among economists and market analysts, who fear that any attempt to undermine the Fed's autonomy could lead to instability in the financial markets. The dissenting justices, Kagan, Sotomayor, and Jackson, argued that the ruling undermines the long-standing protections for independent agencies and sets a dangerous precedent for future administrations. They contended that allowing the president to dismiss agency heads without cause could lead to a politicization of these entities, which are designed to operate free from political influence. The implications of this ruling extend beyond the immediate case, as it opens the door for future presidents to exert greater control over independent agencies, potentially impacting a range of regulatory functions. Following the decision, Trump stated that he intends to continue making personnel changes within the federal government, asserting that such actions are necessary to ensure the effectiveness and integrity of the executive branch. The ruling has ignited a fierce debate about the balance of power between the presidency and independent agencies, with advocates on both sides weighing in on the potential consequences. As the political landscape continues to evolve, this ruling will undoubtedly be a focal point in discussions about presidential power and the role of independent agencies in the U.S. government. Legal experts are already anticipating further challenges and cases that may arise as a result of this decision, especially as the Biden administration seeks to navigate the complexities of governing in the wake of such a significant shift in the legal landscape. In the coming weeks, analysts will be closely monitoring how this ruling affects the operations of the NLRB and MSPB, as well as any potential ripple effects on other independent agencies. This decision is a pivotal moment in the ongoing struggle over the limits of executive power and the protections afforded to independent agencies, setting the stage for a contentious political environment as both parties grapple with the implications of the Supreme Court's ruling. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.